everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
I'm about to show you a clip from a creator that I really like. He puts out content that is based on scientific research, which not nearly enough people appreciate. So he's talking about why conservative women voted for Trump. After we watch that clip, I want to read to you from an article that I wrote sharing my own insight as a white Southern woman for our zine, which is a magazine that we put out without the MAGA. For the River Region DSA. So take a listen at this.
Why conservative women vote against their own interests. There's a scientific reason for that, and you're not going to like the answer. Professors at High Point University studied 4,271 Americans to find out exactly why women vote for Trump. And what they found was a little disturbing. They felt threatened by other women succeeding. Their own lives weren't going anywhere. So when another woman got ahead, it didn't inspire them. It made them feel worse about themselves. And the easiest way to feel better was to make sure that other women failed.
I'm not going to read you my whole article, but I do talk about how religion, Southern culture, and psychology form this tangled web to keep women conservative, voting Republican, supporting men like Trump. So let me read to you. In the South, white women are conditioned to be male-centered very early in life and are programmed by their families and other external sources to believe their value and identity come from attracting and keeping a man. Men are presented and viewed as the superior sex, and as such, women must do what it takes to eventually be paired with one. How else will they be protected and provided for? From a shockingly early age, girls are on the receiving end of comments about having a boyfriend, getting married, and having children. Rarely do conversations revolve around education, potential career paths, or other self-interests of girls. However, this sexualization of children is not limited to girls. Boys are often subjected to the same discussions, only they revolve around conquering girls, not surrendering to them. This male-centered approach causes girls to start policing their personalities and abandoning themselves at a young age. The performance needed to please boys takes priority over their own desires. Quiet internal voices repeat, "You can't catch a husband if you are loud, unlikable, or self-driven. You can't keep a man if you are difficult, disagreeable, or self-aware." Eventually, these young girls grow into women who willingly silence their voices, ideas, goals, and dreams. They become adult women with such deeply rooted internalized misogyny that they accept and transmit the notion that women are weaker, dumber, more emotional, and cannot be trusted to lead. Although, contrary to these adopted beliefs, many women are the primary managers of their homes and hold leadership positions outside the home. Unfortunately, most fail to wrestle with any resulting cognitive dissonance. Being accepted and comfortable is more important. The inculcation of these misogynistic ideologies slowly causes competitiveness with other girls. Other girls become the enemy because being valued and liked by a boy brings more validation than any form of solidarity most women and girls have been allowed to imagine. I go on and give more information in the article, but this part of it is what this gentleman in the video that I shared is talking about. It's why women don't support other women. It's why women want to see other women fail. It's why women judge what another woman wears. It's why women don't have real friendships. It's because they're so male-centered because of this psychological programming, especially in the South. Women are literally raised from birth to worship and surrender themselves to men. So they don't value other women. They're the competition. And it's sad.
All right, what to do, everyday people, man? Let me know what y'all think about that. So if I'm getting what I'm getting at is that white women, male-centered white women in the South, voted for Trump for validation from other men. But what I do know is, I'm going to just say this from a black perspective. And all of the black women who attacked Kamala Harris. The attacks on Kamala Harris range from her being a hoe, her being Asian or black, like she's only black when she needs to be. Other than that, she's Asian, or her dating a white man, like, or marrying a white man. Like, it was things like that I would hear from black women about Kamala Harris. On the flip side, but they still talk about women unity. And I just didn't get that. Now, I'm not saying all black women did this. I'm saying it was the ones I seen. And it was just like, women, we need to stick together and all this stuff. But then when it came to Kamala Harris, I'm not saying vote for her because she's a woman. Maybe her policies weren't the best, or I don't know. Didn't really care. Well, I shouldn't care now because she's not the president. But that's what I would hear is like, they want to tear a woman down, but then want to unite, especially when it's a man involved. When it's a man involved, it's the opposite of what she's saying. Like they would, if a man is involved, they wouldn't side with the man; they'll side with the woman. And so it's just like, But in this case, she's saying white women, they still tear down other white women, or they still tear down other women, because she said specifically women. She didn't say white women tear down other white women. She just said women in general. And I believe this is part of like the DEI type shit. And a lot of these videos that I've been just playing are based out of patriarchy and white women in patriarchy. So it's like a lot of them they just want validation from men. They don't even care. Like, white women will definitely just only they're in love with their man. They want to be under him all day. They don't hang out with their friends. They're riding in his car wherever he goes, socks off, feet in the seat, relaxed under him. And I've seen it, but I don't know. I don't live the white experience, but I'm getting a lot of insight on how white women live. By the way, if you're a black man and you date a white woman, please don't get the hood ones like that. What's the point of dating a white woman? You got to get a white woman with these colored glasses on and her hair like this and wears jean jackets indoors, okay? Puts Post-it notes on everything, the kitchen refrigerator, lines up the kitchen refrigerator, the juices, the sodas, the bananas, the apples and oranges. She puts them in a certain container and stuff like that. She chops up all the strawberries before she puts them in the refrigerator. Like, we need, that's the type of white woman you want. You don't want